Catch up, and then you nail it.
We've got a spinner down here in turn 4. All the way around goes car number 19, and he lands on the front end of another machine. Oh, that's unfortunate. The car that spun was Chad Little, and the man he collected was Rick Wilson, and that's identical to the spot where Wilson was in trouble a year ago. Remember the incident with Butch Miller, that fiery crash? Well, this one wasn't nearly as serious as that, but once again, at turn 4 here at Richmond, the car of Rick Wilson, now the 75 car, a year ago was number 4, gets beaten up, and he'll have some serious work to do to get the nose of that one straightened out.
He had it looked like an hour and a half to watch that coming. He zigged, and the car got in front of him, and he zagged, and it was still in front of him.
And he had the brakes on. He had it all locked up.
He was only going about 2 miles an hour when the guy was
backed into him.
And look at the damage done to the front of the car. Something like that car's been beat up today. The right side got banged up very early, and now it's shortened up in the front. We're seeing a lot of equipment digged up today. Uncle Wicky's car, and now this car, as he heads into the pits, everybody's going in the pits.
Let's take a look again at what just happened up here to Chad Little. Car got loose. You could see him running up against the outside wall, and it finally got out from beneath him as if he'd cut a tire down. And now watch what happens. Poor Rick Wilson thought he'd taken the right move as that car was on the high side. It's that old line of yours, Economaki. You always want to aim exactly for where they are, because by the time you get there, they'll be gone.
Exactly. Well, it didn't happen that way for Rick Wilson.
He's out there. Look, big
crash going into turn number 4, and it's a big one. Chad Little is in it.
6 car, but he spins away and drives away. Martin does drive away.
Brett Bodine, he's taking the back end off the Kenny Bernstein car, but the big crash was Chad Little, who went absolutely head-on into the wall. His red and white machine now lies at the bottom of the track.
Jeff Bodine
trying to get a lap back. Watch this. He did it.
Bodine getting a lap back as he comes to the line. Serious incident.
25 car has major damage on it also. Kenny Schrader on the front end.
Oh, he's buckled the front end on his badly. Here you see Brett Bodine ready to clamber out of Kenny Bernstein's car number 26.
Yeah, Brett's moving around, has his helmet off, fixing his earpieces, so he's okay.
But the man that hit hard is on the bottom of the racetrack, Chad Little.
And Alan Quickie has severe damage to his car also. It's going to be hard to see from here across the track there. And when I saw a bunch of cars get stacked up. Okay, the 26 cars sideways, got out into the 6, he hit Chad Little, and it just from there on, it was just ricocheting around. But it looked like the 26 got hung up with someone up front.
Waltrip very lucky as he moved through. There is Brett Bodine out of the car number 26 and looking over the damage.
They have pit road closed to make sure the ambulance and the cars can be moved.
And we also got Chad Little sitting right in the entrance. Here's a 6 car that car spun, made a 360. I don't know how bad it got hit. It'd be critical in this points thing, but I think he might have just caved the grill work in the frontal area of the car in.
There is the 19 car, and there is the potential for some serious hurt on Chad Little. The Bullseye Barbecue Ford crashing hard up there in turn number 3.
The thing that Chad has going in his favor is a young guy. He's real strong. He works out all the time. He's really physically fit, and it pays off. When you have an accident like this, the better shape you're in, the better chance you got of getting out of being hurt too bad. But that's a shot when you're right in front of one of them. Here we go again in the corner. Just a pushing and shoving match. It looked like 6, 26, 25. All of them just wadded up.
It went straight head on into the wall and then comes down the back to rest, but boy, he hit hard on the front end of that thing.
Waltrip was lucky he didn't get collected in that. He was right behind him.
And we get a lot of times you're kind of lulled to sleep at this. We're at a 1 mile racetrack, but oh, he wasn't going but 115. Well, wreck one of your cars at 115 to see what it feels like. No matter though you're in the corner and it looks slow, it's still quite a joke.
There you see Chad Little's car, number 19, up on the hook. He has been taken to the infield care center. He was taken out of the car on the backboard, and that's all we have to report on the young attorney Chad Little out of the Northwest. Terrific campaigner in that part of the country. And the front end of that car badly destroyed after this 4-car incident in turn 3 at Richmond International Raceway. 250 laps have now been completed. The incident took place at lap 244. But make no mistake about it, the Larry McReynolds crew. Number 28 spinner down here. Is that Chad Little's car?
Chad Little.
That's Chad Little's number 19 coming to rest and bringing out our 4th caution of the night. The runner from the Northwest having difficulty and brings out another flag. Back to the line they race, and as they come to the stripe, ease out of the throttle a little there. They were motioning to each other, giving the hand signals because there was a car down up here in the corner. Rusty Wallace stays in first, Kowicki in second, Davey Allison third. Ernie Irvin will pull up, and Earnhardt, who's made that move from 16th to 5th. I think we're going to hear more from him before this night is over.
Looks like we're going to see some pit action on this caution.
Indeed
also.
we are. We'll be back with more from Richmond in a moment.
Looking high. We have a spin on the front straightaway. Chad Little made the 360 and kept going.
No caution. Big cloud of tire smoke, and away he goes. Oh, look at the back bumper. That didn't look like that a bit ago.
I'd say he had a little help there, huh? All I saw him when he went around.
Look for the yellow car of Chad Little.
Yeah, just got a traffic jam. It all backed up there in front of him, and it was bam, 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 and he caught the worst of the deal.
Boy, Kevin LePage was very, very lucky on the inside there. He almost collected him.
You know what? He could have done that last week and still won the race.
Yeah, what a difference today,
Man,
huh?
last week he was so fast, and this week he's struggling.
What a tense moment for Chad Little.
You know, this is a humbling business.
I can see that. You got pretty humbled last week.
I sure did.
Oh,
I had all those cameras in my car. They watched everything I did.
Why did I ask that?
Chad Little off the pace.
oh no.
Off the pace.
Tire? He just kind of shot up
no,
the racetrack there in turn 4.
I think he's got more than a tire problem. And you answer your question, but it only got one brother, and I'm glad of it. That racing with me. Got another brother at home, Bobby, but only one I race with.
Boy, Chad is still up there. We are still green. He's trying to let traffic get past so he can get back down to the bottom. The last driver to win 3 in a row was Harry Gant in 1991. The all-time record, Sam Ard in 1983 won 4 Busch races in a row. Chad Little will not win his 3rd straight today.
That's too bad. He was doing a great job. You know, he had spun here on the front straightaway early on, and now he's got some, I think, engine problem.
Here's Larry.
Okay, well, with Chad Little, Chad, things kept fighting you. You kept clawing your way back. What was kind of the dying blow?
Something broke in the motor. The motor guy thought it was probably a camshaft or timing chain, but something let go in the motor and, just started vibrating really bad going down the back straightaway. So I shut it off and coasted around. It was a long day out there, spinning out there in the front and working away, got back up, and then the motor let go. But that's all part of racing, and we'll be back next week. We got a real good car for Atlanta, same car we went at Rockingham with, so we'll look forward to that weekend.
Okay, that's the story from Chad Little. Sounds like they'll be ready when they get to Atlanta next week.
Thanks, Larry.
Yeah, that was a lot of good news, bad news. Bad news is I fell out today, but the good news is I got that car run at Rockingham for next week. That's bad news for everybody else.
Yeah.
We got a caution just as Russell was having a notion. Looks like number 11 may have blown up. Chad Little, just after we bragged about him there, has apparently lost an engine and dropped the yellow and is coasting on the backstretch. Well, that's 2 tough weekends in a row.
Joe, it looks like you're getting through 1 and 2 a lot better.
In terms of his championship hopes. Got crashed there, got blown up tonight. Some weeks are like that, aren't they, Benny? You've been there.
This is part of the Alter Wheels team. This is one of their trucks, and that ITCO, ITCO, one of the largest distributors of tires and wheels in the world, said we want to try that a couple of races, see if we enjoy it. So they borrowed the truck, and there they are.
And we have a crash involving Chad Little and John Andretti in the 98 car.
Gear if you can.
Our first incident of the evening brings out the first caution flag on lap number 37, and some heavy damage to Chad Little.
Yeah, they're probably able to fix the damage, but he has certainly got some damage, no doubt about that. And rather go put gasoline in the car.
Yeah, that'd be their biggest challenge.
Yes. Now we see he's going laps down, a lap down 2 meters.
So Fred and Barney are shedding a few tears here, I would think, now because of the
way this thing looks, the Cartoon Network car is damaged pretty badly, and we can get an idea of what happened from Mark Martins on board.
You can see they got together up there just starting off turn 2, and Mark sort of threaded his way through on the outside.
He chose the right path, going high and missing the accident involving Little and Andretti. It's lap 41, and the first caution is out here at Richmond. An incident down in turn number 1. John Andretti and Chad Little, and BP analyze this thing for us.
Well, first of all, we pick it up as the cars are spinning. There we see John Andretti, the red 98. And stop it for just a second. Stop. Look at the leader, Jeff Gordon, and the second place car, Mark Martin. They are going directly into the crash. What do they do? Let's roll the tape forward, and we'll see that Gordon goes under these cars, and Mark and Jeff Burton decide to go on the outside. But all of them were able to get through unscathed.
Just a 2-car crash, and John Kernan is with Chad.
A lot of rear-end damage to the Cartoon Network Chevrolet, and Chad Little has climbed out of the car after bringing it into the garage area. And Chad, what happened?
Dino's bone got crunched. We needed a caution real bad, but I didn't want to be the caution. Just Andretti got in the back of me, but we were bad. We were pushing really bad, and I was having to just park the car in the corners. We needed a pit stop to make a good adjustment. We're waiting for that, but we'll get back out there and make some laps for the Cartoon Network and all the Diamond Ridge people.
All right, Chad Little in the garage. Let's go to Bill Weber.
Off of corner number 4, and Rusty Wallace wins the Pontiac Excitement 400.
Jeff go down to be second. Bill Jarrett will be.
And a crash up in corner number 3 as Chad Little hits the wall, but the car keeps going, and he's going to be able to cross the line. Well, it's the first win for Rusty since Bristol last year. Here's Bill Weber. Celebration from the Miller Light Crew. Well, there perhaps is the aftermath of what happened up in corner number 3 last lap as Robbie Gordon and Chad Little exchanged some more paint. Well, Rusty Wallace comes home with a victory, his 47th career win.
You see Chad Little had him in the garage area earlier on fixing a broken radiator. He's now back in the race, and he's, what, 86 laps down there?
86 laps down. 22 cars on the lead lap. Bobby Labonte now is the last car, as Sterling Marlin has just gone a lap down to Jeff Burton. And Chad Little has spun. Caution is out.
That damage he did earlier. And here comes Jeff Burton. And Ricky Craven will not get a lap back. Burton will put him a lap down. And Bobby Hamilton, we see the STP Pontiac ran so well. The next car to go a lap down, he'll get to make up 3/4 of a mile. And he closes it on the back of the field.
Coming out of turn 2, we'll see him come into the frame by himself right there and just loses it. Around the John Deere Pontiac goes, down to the inside retaining wall. Well, yeah, there he hit it with the left front.
Just touch it with the left front. So you can see all that damage to the nose of the car happened earlier in the race. Boy, a lot of guys are saying, thank goodness that caution flag.
Yeah, they want to get on pit road and get on some new tires, and the pit stops are happening now.
And Rudd has got to move, and Rudd is going to spin. Right in front of him. Come down to the inside. Keep her going. Nope, no far into their crash. And Benson has crashed. And the caution flag once again is out.
Wow, and nearly a track blocker back there. Several become involved as the caution comes out. Most everybody now is moving except Kyle Petty and I believe Johnny Benson.
And now Kyle is moving.
Wow.
Yeah, come in, take time.
Chad Little has damage on the right side of his car.
And
Ricky Rudd was running in 3rd position when the green flag came out. Todd Bodine has extensive damage to the Tabasco car. And Benson was having a good night. Well, we're under caution again because of a multi-car crash, this time over on the backstretch that's damaged a lot of race cars. Back in a moment. Caution is waving now with 14 laps to go in the Pontiac Excitement 400. Here's what happened over on the backstretch.
from the Pennzoil copter cam, first of all.
Dale Jarrett's the leader, and Kenny Schroeder closed up right on the back number. Ricky Rudd saw an opening. He dove in there, and I guess when he nailed the accelerator to come off the corner, the back end flew around. He nails the gas, and all that smoke, you just can't see anything back there. Benson gets tagged from behind. He spins, and here comes Chad Little. Boom, hits the 26 car, and the 35 runs in the back of Kyle Petty.
And Kevin LePage had also spun in the back of the field.
Here it is, Rudd coming off, and Benny says it looks like he nails the gas, and around it goes. And then all that smoke, the rest of them just couldn't see, and they started hitting their brakes, and then they started running into each other.
Rudd did not hit anything.
He's been in the pits and put new tires on his tire.
I might mention that Schrader and Rudd were up in second and third because, like Jarrett, they did not pit during the previous caution. Now from the 81, Kenny Wallace on board camera. He got by pretty easily, didn't he?
Here's Kyle Petty, a Circuit City in car. He's going to get clogged in this deal.
He slows it down. It gets slowed down, then he's going to get hit from behind. There, see?
One of the front runners, Mark Martin, real lucky getting through here.
The hole just opened up for him. He couldn't see there, had the car in the right place at the right time, and drove right through.
Under caution because of an incident up in turn number 3.
The 91 car had slowed dramatically coming off the second corner. I don't know exactly why. We see Chad Little go in the corner, and Chad's groove, he was going low and go up on the racetrack, and when he tried to go up to his normal groove, he didn't realize the 91 car was going to be there. They made contact, and around they go.
From another angle.
You see the cars up at the very top of your screen. I don't know what made Todd, why coming off the second corner, he had slowed dramatically. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Well, perhaps he was thinking about trying to get to the pits because, as Jerry said, his feet were burning, and he was also trying to maintain consciousness, perhaps. And you can see Chad knock down some, what are those, filled with water?
Water barrels, yeah. Well, I guess they're not water
sandbags. Yeah. Well, that makes cleanup a lot easier, doesn't it?
It does.
I don't think Chad hurt his car too bad.
Well, he was a rocket ship when the incident occurred. We will check in on that when we return to Richmond International Raceway. 208 laps completed here with Jeff Burton, the leader.
Chad Little made an unscheduled pit stop in the John Deere Ford Taurus.
Actually, he's been out behind the wall for a while, Benny. He's about 45 laps down.
There is the leader of the race, Bobby Labonte, enjoying just about a 1-second lead. Chad's Little now gathering up some speed and a little loose there in the corner. Almost took out Preston Wallace in the process, but everything's okay now as he warms up the tires.
I think that's a situation where they restart with the tire pressure down. And these cars, when they underinflate these tires, they are an absolute handful to get around until that pressure fills up.
Because your line's taken away, and Chad Little is in the wall. Over in turn 2, caution is out.
Car still up against the wall. Third caution of the evening comes out on lap 169. The window net is down. Chad is moving around in there. Scrambling to get out of the race car. The 21 of Elliott Sadler trying to, and apparently successful in getting his lap back.
Chad Little's a little angry.
Yes, he is.
It's frustrating to be on the lead lap and having a good run going. Let's see, is he looking at somebody, or was it? He seems to be looking out that way, or did he cut a tire or have a tire go down?
Don't see any damage to the left side of the car like he made contact with anyone.
As a result of his 20th place finish at Darlington last week, he had moved up to 20th position in the point standings. Hit it pretty hard.
Yes, he did. And the leaders are in the pits.
Mark Martin taking 7th and Chad Little into the wall.
Oh, man, heavy contact.
You know what's probably going to happen here? That is heavy contact for Chad Little. The caution is out. He's trying to get out of his car, but so there's smoke coming out. I don't know if he has fire inside or what, but Dale Earnhardt might be leading this race because if everybody pits, he's going to be staying out there a bit. Let's see.
Chad was running in 21st position when the car hit the wall, and he climbs out over at the exit of turn number 2 at the beginning of the backstretch. He appears to be okay, but anxious to get out of that car.
Well, there's a lot of flame over there, and that's what he was trying to get away from.
And the pits are open. We'll see who, if anyone, chooses to come in. And
most of the leaders are.
And here's a replay from onboard Sterling Martin. Up ahead of him there, you can see the impact.
Right front tire, once again, goes flat on the John Deere Ford, just directly in the wall. And look at that tremendous flame.
My dear, I think it's time to say something about the pit area here at Richmond International Raceway. It's a modern, newly built speedway. The pit area is wide and spacious, but it's crowded. Is it ever crowded? Why is it crowded? It's crowded because of people with walkie-talkies. Pit managers have walkie-talkies. Crew chiefs have walkie-talkies. Car owners have walkie-talkies. Press agents have walkie-talkies. Public relations councils have walkie-talkies. Souvenir salesmen have walkie-talkies. And presidents of fan clubs have walkie-talkies. Everybody in this brother's got a walkie-talkie. I think many of them don't have batteries in them, but this is the way they get from gate to gate to get in here. I think the walkie-talkie should be inspected. I'm tired of walkie-talkies.
I almost got tired of myself.
He is a walkie-talkie.
There goes a walkie-talkie. Mikey Waltrip, he'll walk and talk with you.